Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Number one is going to be multiple choice along with the rest of them, so just be careful when there becomes a multiple select. So number one, describe the other force in the action-reaction force pair for the picture seen here. Letter A, the baseball player pushes the baseball rightward. B, the baseball player pushes the baseball upward. C, the glove pushes the baseball downward. Or D, the glove pushes the baseball rightward. Number two, if the net force on an object increased by 4, how would this affect the acceleration? The acceleration would increase directly by 4. The acceleration would decrease directly by 4. The acceleration would increase inversely by 1/4. Or D, there is no effect on the acceleration. Number 3, for an action force, there must be a reaction force that A, always acts in the same direction, B, is slightly smaller in magnitude than the action force, C, is slightly larger in amplitude than the action force, or D, is exactly equal in magnitude. Number 4, are the forces in this diagram balanced? Then describe the motion. A, balanced, the motion is a constant speed to the right. B, balanced, motion is increasing speed to the right. C, unbalanced, motion is a constant speed to the right. Or D, unbalanced, motion is accelerating to the right. Number 5, the Pioneer 10 spacecraft was launched in March of 1972 to explore the solar system. Pioneer 10 has continued on its journey and is now traveling beyond the solar system. Which statement best explains why Pioneer 10 continues to travel farther out into space? A, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction force. B, objects in space accelerate at a greater rate than objects on Earth. C, the force of the solar wind propels objects through space at a constant speed. Or D, objects in motion will remain in motion unless acted on by unbalanced forces. Turn the page on your test. We're going to go to number 6. Actually, don't turn the page, just look on the other side. Both dogs in the picture below have the same mass, and they both are exerting the same amount of force on the rope toy. What is most likely to happen when the rope toy breaks in the middle as a result of the forces the dogs are exerting? A, one dog will be thrown backwards while the other dog will be able to move forwards. B, as the two dogs are the same mass, neither dog will be thrown backwards. C, the dogs will be thrown backwards in opposite directions from each other the same distance. Or D, the white colored dog will move backwards more than the black colored dog. Number 7, a 1,500 kilogram car has an applied forward force of 5,000 newtons and experiences an air resistance of 1,250 newtons. The mass of the car is 1,500 kilograms. What is the car's acceleration? A, 9.8 meters per second squared. B, 3.3 meters per second squared. C, 4.2 meters per second squared. Or D, 2.5 meters per second squared. Number 8. The picture below shows the 4 major forces acting on an airplane in flight. Which force represents friction? A, lift. B, thrust. C, the letter X. Or D, drag. Now, turn the page, and on the back you'll find number 9. The diagram below shows a ball moving in a circular path. Which of the following would cause the ball to fly off in a straight line path? A, decreasing the mass of the ball. B, changing the velocity of the ball. C, increasing the radius of the ball's path. Or D, removing the centripetal force on the ball. Number 10. What is the net force in this picture? A, 50 newtons to the right. B, 950 newtons to the left. C, 950 newtons to the right. Or D, 50 newtons to the left. Number 11. The magnitude of the force that a baseball bat exerts on a ball is 50 newtons. The question should say, what force would the ball exert on the baseball bat? A, 5 newtons, B, 50 newtons, C, 150 newtons, or D, there is not enough information to determine. So let me read this question again. The magnitude of the force that a baseball exerts on a ball is 50 newtons. The question should read, what force does the ball exert on the baseball bat? Number 12. A sled is sliding across a frictionless surface at a constant speed. Are the forces balanced? And explain. A, yes, this object has a net force greater than 0. B, yes, this object has a net force equal to 0. C, no, this object is moving, therefore has a net force greater than 0. Or D, no, this object is accelerating. Number 13. Due to gravity, Mars is pulling down on a landing vehicle with a force of 3,500 newtons. The landing vehicle has a mass of 1,000 kilograms. According to Newton's third law, what other forces must be happening? A, the landing vehicle is pushing down on Mars with a force of 3,500 newtons. B, the landing vehicle is pulling up on Mars with a force of 3,500 newtons. C, Mars is pushing up on the landing vehicle with a force of 3,500 newtons. Or D, the landing vehicle is pulling up on Mars with a force of 3.5 newtons. Number 14. Which statement accurately describes the interaction between the foot and sidewalk as a person moves forward along the sidewalk in the direction of the arrow? A, the foot pushes forward on the sidewalk does not push forward on the foot. B, the foot pushes forward on the sidewalk pushes forward on the foot. C, the foot pushes backward on the sidewalk pushes forward on the foot. The foot pushes backward on the sidewalk, and the sidewalk pushes backward on the foot, which was letter D. Number 15. The diagram below shows a ball tied to a string. A student is swinging the ball in a horizontal circle. If the student releases the string, in which direction will the ball travel? A, it will travel in direction W. B, it will travel in the direction of X. C, the ball will travel in the direction of Y. Or D, the ball will travel in the direction of Z. Number 16. The picture shows the circular path of a toy plane being swung around on a string. What path would the toy take if the string broke? A, right here. B, right here. C, or D. So look at your pictures carefully because there isn't anything there I can read. You'll have to look at the pictures and the direction of where that ball would go based on the arrow. Number 17. If the mass in the second wagon increased by 2, how would this affect acceleration? A, the acceleration would directly decrease by 2. B, the acceleration would directly increase by 2. C, the acceleration would inversely decrease by 1/2. Or D, there is no effect on the acceleration. Number 18. The figure shows a block that is being pulled along the floor. What is the acceleration of the block? A, 2 meters per second squared. B, 3 meters per second squared. C, 4 meters per second squared. Or D, 6 meters per second squared. Number 19. A child jumps on a trampoline as shown. Which of the following causes the child to rise in the air? A, inertia. B, mass. C, a reaction force. Or D, a gravitational force. Number 20. This diagram shows three horizontal forces acting on an object. What is the magnitude of force F if the object remains at rest? A, 6 newtons, B, 8 newtons, C, 14 newtons, or D, 22 newtons. Okay, you're going to use this picture right here to answer the next three questions, 21, 22, and 23. Use this diagram to answer these three questions. So look at the letters, look at the numbers that you've been given, and make sure you read the information. F net equals 30 newtons to the right, okay? Number 21, what is the magnitude for force G in the free body diagram? A, 20 newtons, B, 30 newtons, C, 50 newtons, or D, you cannot determine force G. Number 22, if the object in the free body diagram is a book on a desk, what type of forces are force F and force H? A, force F is F norm and force H is F ap. B, force F is F friction and force H is F grav. C, force F is F norm and force H is F grav. Or D, force F is F air and force H is F norm. Number 23, is there acceleration taking place in this diagram? A, yes, the forces are balanced. B, yes, the forces are unbalanced. C, no, there is constant speed. Or D, no, there is a net force of 0. Number 24. A mosquito flying over a highway strikes the windshield of a truck traveling at a speed of 100 kilometers per hour or 62 miles per hour. Compared to the force magnitude of the truck on the mosquito during this collision, the force magnitude of the mosquito on the truck is significantly less, A, B, exactly the same, C, significantly greater, or D, not able to be determined. Number 25. While driving down the interstate on your way to school, you hit a bug that splatters on your windshield. Why is the bug obliterated, but your car continues without any change in motion, according to Newton's third law? A, the bug has much less mass than the car, therefore the bug has more acceleration. B, the car has much more mass than the bug, therefore the car has much more acceleration. C, the windshield is made out of a much harder substance than the bug, causing the death of the bug on impact. Or D, mass does not affect this situation since forces are equal and opposite. Number 26. A cart with a mass of 5 kilograms rests on a floor next to a wall, as shown in the diagram below. A person pushes on the cart to the left toward the wall with a force of 100 newtons. Which of the following statements is true in this situation? A, the wall does not push on the cart. B, the floor pushes 100 newtons up on the cart. C, the cart pushes 100 newtons down on the floor. Or D, the wall pushes 100 newtons to the right on the cart. Number 27. You see this picture? It says a crate is being pulled along a floor by means of 2 ropes. A frictional force opposes the motion of the crate. The diagram below shows these 3 forces acting on the crate. What is the magnitude of the net force acting on the crate? A, 800 newtons, B, 1,000 newtons, C, 1,400 newtons, or D, 2,000 newtons. Number 28, 29, and 30 are multiple responses. Choose more than one answer based on what the question asks. Number 28, you're going to use the same picture of the box that we just used for number 27 at the top of this page. It says, read the following descriptions about the movement of the box and choose 2 answers that are correct. A, the box has unbalanced forces acting upon it. B, the box has constant velocity to the right. C, the box is accelerating to the right. D, the box has no change in speed. Or E, the box has balanced forces acting upon it. Number 29 Select 3 statements that is correct about this picture. So look at this picture, F norm going up, F grav going down. A, the object is at rest. B, the object is moving up. C, forces are not equal and opposite. D, the object is moving at a constant velocity. Or E, this represents Newton's first law. Choose 3 statements that are correct. And number 30, which 3 pictures represents Newton's second law of motion? So you're choosing 3 in number 30. A, this picture because there is acceleration. B, this picture because mass inversely affects acceleration. C, this example because an object will remain in motion. D, this picture because there is an action-reaction force pair. Or E, this picture because it explains a reason why planets orbit the sun. So remember, you're choosing 3 pictures that represent Newton's second law of motion.